Brian Entin's road trip across America continues in our Driving the Vote series. Tonight, he has taken us to the great city of Ann Arbor, Michigan, and joins us live. I hope you're loving it up there, Brian.
Oh, it's so nice. The downtown is so quaint and nice. We actually literally just pulled in before this live shot. We've been on the highway all day. We were in Dearborn, Michigan. We were talking to auto workers at the Ford plant. We're actually driving the country in a Ford, which is a good thing because they take that seriously, I learned, when you're there. They don't like when you're in a different kind of car. So we were in the Ford. We were talking to the auto workers. It was interesting. Many of them, Blake, were still undecided.
On behalf of 1 million active and retired members of the UAW, I am honored to support Kamala Harris and Tim Walz to be our next president and vice president. In the words of the great American poet, Nellie, it's getting hot in here.
The United Auto Workers Union is a powerful voice for presidential elections. Michigan is an important battleground, and the auto workers are right in the middle of the divide. The UAW endorsed Kamala Harris, calling Trump a threat to organized labor and the working class.
As you see with our members here, we know where our members stand, a huge majority.
We're here to tell you thank you for all that you do.
Thanks for being out here. When we showed up unannounced at the Ford plant in Dearborn, Michigan, the union was passing out flyers at shift change.
Support Harris. She's the candidate that supports you.
As members who built the Ford Bronco and Ranger got off work. Have you decided who you're going to vote for yet?
No, I'm still kind of weighing it back and forth.
Which way are you leaning right now?
I'm undecided.
Undecided?
Mm-hmm.
But when you actually talk to the workers, you realize pretty quickly they don't all necessarily agree with the UAW. Do you think Trump or Harris would make it better?
I don't know too much about Harris. She's speaking good, but Trump was president before. He did what he said. When Trump was in the office, it was totally different from now, because now it seems like we're struggling.
The union vote could make or break this race, especially in close races in key states like Michigan and Pennsylvania, where workers represented by unions make up more than 14% of the workforce. In 2016, Hillary Clinton won 51% of union households nationwide, according to exit polls. Trump won 42%. Trump went on to win Michigan and Pennsylvania. In 2020, Joe Biden won 56% of union households. Trump won 40%, and it was Biden who won Michigan and Pennsylvania. Both times, the Democratic candidate was endorsed by the UAW. At a bar down the street, I met Misty Robinette, who's worked for Ford and been in the union for 25 years.
Making us go toward, not making us, but, you know, they're doing it, so we're in the union, so we need to follow suit. That's how I have always been, and I pretty much agreed with them.
But not anymore.
Not since Joe Biden, no.
Misty was a lifelong Democrat, but says she changed because of the economy and inflation. Misty even went to a Trump rally and met the former president.
What has she done for us the last 3.7 years? Nothing, and now all of a sudden she's going to go in there and she's going to get lower groceries. You're part of the reason why our groceries are like that. Can't afford, like, your bills are, your money you make for the week or for the bills for that week. Like, you don't have extra, like, come on.
But some auto workers who support Harris believe she is the labor-friendly candidate. At this Elks Lodge, I met Daniel Tucker and Jaron Garza, lifelong Chrysler and GM workers.
Who are you supporting for president?
Harris.
Kamala. Harris, yeah.
Kamala.
Yeah.
My biggest thing was always that when we went on, when the auto companies filed bankruptcy back in 08, all the Republicans said, let them sink if they have to. If that had happened, who knows what I'd be doing now.
It did surprise me, Blake, though, how many people told us they haven't made their mind up. Even people who didn't want to go on camera said they're still undecided. So we're going to keep driving. We're going to get back on the highway. But first, we're going to get sandwiches from this place. I don't know if you've been, Blake. Everyone says it's so good. Zingerman's here in downtown Ann Arbor. Blake?
It's the spot to go. Say hi to the good folks there. Brian Entin live for us tonight in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Thank you, sir. Don't miss Brian's next stop on the road trip, Driving the Vote. His series continues tomorrow right here on the Hill, 6 o'clock Eastern. Still much more. Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.